Did you know you're more addicted to your phone than cocaine users are to their drug? That's not hyperbole. Studies show most people check their phone 96 times a day. That's every 10 minutes they're awake. Cocaine addicts typically use 2 to 3 times a day. Your phone is literally more addictive than hard drugs, and nobody is talking about it. I used to be just like that. I had an epiphany one day when I realized I'd spent 11 hours on my phone in a single day. 11 hours. That's more than most people sleep. And the most shocking part? I had no idea where the time went. Here's what they don't want you to know. The attention economy is worth over $700 billion a year. Facebook, Google, TikTok. These aren't social media companies. They're attention predators, and you're the product being sold. Every scroll, every swipe, Just 5 more minutes. It's all engineered. The infinite scroll was no accident. The red notification dots weren't randomly chosen. Even the pull to refresh motion is designed to mimic a slot machine lever. Pretty crazy, right? But here's the sickening part. They hire the same neuroscientists who work with gambling addicts. The exact same techniques that keep people glued to casino slot machines are baked into every single app on your phone. This is the brain hijack nobody's talking about. Every time you get a like, a comment, or even see something mildly interesting, your brain floods with dopamine. The same chemical released during sex, eating, and yes, cocaine use. Here's the sinister part. Compared to natural dopamine sources, social media provides what researchers call variable ratio reinforcement. You never know when the next hit is coming. This is the exact same mechanism that makes gambling so addictive. Your brain literally develops a tolerance. The same content that used to keep you engaged for hours now bores you in minutes. So you scroll faster. Consume more. You need stronger stimulation. Sound familiar? Dr. Anna Lemke of Stanford Medical School calls it digital heroin. And the withdrawal symptoms are real: anxiety, depression, inability to focus, even phantom vibrations. So, if that's the case, what's the solution? This is where the Stanford research comes in and changes everything. They tracked 2 groups of people trying to reduce screen time. Group A used traditional methods, app limits, willpower, digital detoxes. The result? A 12% reduction in screen time. But Group B did something different. They replaced consumption time with creation time. Writing, coding, making music, art. You know what happened? After 6 months, Group B saw a 73% reduction in screen time. And here's the kicker. They weren't even trying to reduce screen time. They were just creating more. Why does this work when everything else fails? Your brain craves novelty, challenge, and dopamine. Social media offers all 3 in artificial, bite-sized pieces. But creation? It provides them in sustainable, meaningful doses. When you scroll, you get dopamine passively. But when you create, you actively earn it. The difference? Earned dopamine is more fulfilling and less addictive. Think about it. Have you ever binged Netflix for 8 hours and felt truly satisfied? Now think about the last time you spent 3 hours working on something you genuinely love. Which felt better? But something even deeper happens. When you create, you transform from a consumer to a contributor, from an audience member to an artist, from a follower to a leader. That's the identity shift most people shy away from. Most people won't do this. Why? Because consuming is easier than creating. Being entertained is easier than being engaged. Following is easier than leading. They'd rather binge 4 hours of YouTube videos about playing guitar than practice guitar for 30 minutes. They'd rather watch cooking shows than cook. Read about fitness than exercise. Consume content about productivity than actually be productive. They'd rather live vicariously through other people's creativity than develop their own. I know this because I was one of them. The moment I realized I knew more about my favorite YouTuber's daily routine than my own goals, everything changed. Try this. For the next 90 days, every time you feel the urge to mindlessly consume content, create something instead. It doesn't matter what. Write a paragraph, sketch something, code a simple program, record a voice memo of an idea, film a 30-second video. Track your consumption and creation time daily. I guarantee that within 30 days, you'll naturally consume less without even trying. Within 60 days, you'll prefer to create over consume. Within 90 days, you'll wonder how you ever lived any other way. But here's the trap, and this is crucial. You have to approach this as an identity shift, not just a habit change. You're not someone trying to use their phone less. You're someone who creates more than they consume. Because here's the final, controversial truth. In a world full of consumers, creators hold all the power. They have the money, the influence, the fulfillment, and the freedom that consumers are mindlessly seeking through endless scrolling. The question isn't whether this will work. The data confirms it does. The question is whether you'll actually do it, or if you'll just bookmark this video and go back to scrolling. What will it be? If this video helped you and felt inspiring, please like it and share it with your friends. And if you want to see more videos about self-improvement, productivity, and living an intentional life, subscribe now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything.